Some start from rock bottom. Here we have a character, a very happy character. But why is this character so happy? Because of technology. They are experiencing the pros of technology. So let's see, what are these pros? Well, first, got any bad influence or maybe some bullies? Don't worry. This character knows how to deal with them. They knew how to deal with them a long time ago thanks to the internet, thanks to advice, thanks to studies, research, etc., etc. Also because they're able to expand and widen their social circles using social media apps and platforms. Next is also because they're able to learn a lot. Thanks to the vast amount of information on the internet, they've been able to enhance and hone their skills and learn a lot. They're also able to keep up with the news and keep up with any important affairs in their lives and in the world, obviously. What about physicality? Well, they're also pretty physical. Even if they're not outside, they still have a way of being able to exercise on something called the Wii. And what about their mental abilities? Maybe they're deteriorating? No. They are actually pretty good thanks to games that require complexity, require memory, require patience, timing. That has actually helped their visual reasoning skills. And has also actually helped them with, studies and problem solving. But for some reason, some strange reason, this character is not that happy with their life at the moment. They're falling in love with technology. So one day, they decide to change. And what happened when they changed? They got addicted. They started spending more and more time on technology. And soon enough, they experienced one of the negative things. The first one, loss of sleep. They could barely sleep because the blue light would affect their melatonin production, etc., etc. Next, they also started gaining weight because they were too lazy. They'd stop using the Wii because it was too tiring and it felt like torture. So they just stopped physical activities. How about their brain? Well, they didn't care about those games anymore. They were too stressful for them. So they stopped playing those really good train your brain games. And, well, their brain just started to deteriorate. What about people? Well, they got... I'm fine. What about their social circle, their friends? Well, they also cut themselves from that too. They were too busy keeping up with the Kardashians to pay any attention to their friends. Next, they also started losing their friends because of how they always prioritized technology, while their friends got pissed at them. So in the end, they just cried themselves to sleep. Unfortunately, they can't sleep anymore. If only this character knew what would happen when they got too addicted and ended up falling in love with technology. And that is the end of this character's story. But not everyone's story is the same. Some start from rock bottom. And this panel definitely looks like rock bottom. So let's restart this story from this and go and work our way upwards. Here we have a character who is very addicted to technology. Oh yeah, they're also very lonely. So lonely that they cry themselves to sleep, but they can't sleep. They are so addicted they don't even know how to deal with people. Whenever they try to talk with people, they're probably either too cocky or they just suck. And when other people try to reach out to them, well, keeping up with the Kardashians as usual. They've also lost their cognitive abilities. They don't really train their brain with all that technology use. It's just a bunch of unproductive stuff that really doesn't do much, I guess. They also gained a lot of weight because of how lazy they are, and because they decided to not use technology in the right way, and they've become very lazy. Did I really say that? No, whatever. And of course, they can't sleep. Overall, this person is just way too addicted, doesn't know how to use it responsibly and wisely. But they decided that they didn't like this. They don't like how their life is going right now, so one day they decided to change. They started contemplating how to make their life better. And how did they, and what solution did they come up with? Well, using technology more wisely and, well, learning how to minimize and moderate the time. So, well, not immediately, but after a while, they started noticing some improvements. Like, first of all, their cognitive abilities. It got better. They decided to play games and that actually trained their brain, and also some extra training programs or something. Next comes their physicality. They started using the Wii for extra physical activities. Now, of course, it's not that physical and it's still better to get some sunlight and fresh air, but hey, it's a start. They also stopped keeping up with the Kardashians and started keeping up with the news. Thanks to the vast amount of information on the internet, they also learned a lot of stuff, which was very fun and useful in the long run, especially cooking, because everyone needs to know how to cook. They were also able to mend their friendships and social circles and also expand it, thanks to technology. Got any bullies or bad influence? No problem. They know how to deal with them thanks to a lot of people helping them out on the internet. And also research, psychology, I guess. Moving on. Overall, when they changed their life for the better and started using technology wisely and at a more moderate amount, life got good. So, the reason for this story going two ways is because technology isn't all black and white. It's not all only bad or only good. It really depends on the person using it, how they decide to use it, how long they're going to use it, etc., etc. Maybe I should have called this story etc., etc.